Good afternoon, everybody. Crypto Strain here. This afternoon, I'm going to talk about some real ultra low cap gems that I've been reading up on the last few weeks or so. Projects have got a lot of potential. However, all crypto's high risk, as always state. This is extremely high risk because they are such low cap gems. But me personally, I'm looking into these. Got into a couple already. Probably get into the other ones as well because have got a lot of potential. However, who knows how the market will go this year. Talk bear market, etc. But they say these are ultra low caps with huge potential. So again, it's just my humble opinion. It's not financial advice. Entirely up to you. So the first one we look at is Polka CIFI, CPHR. The market cap, they think, is about only 350,000. The downside to this is the volume in the last 24 hours only 25,000, but also the circulating supply is only basically 53 million. When you look at the token distribution, nearly 60% goes to the foundation. So the supply, when you have a 1 billion max supply and only 53 million are literally out there, it puts in a lot of perspective with the price and how they release it. So again, you've got to put that in sort of perspective and as you plan if you actually want to get into this. Now, Polka CIFI is basically, it's a cross-chain privacy preserving project. It's built on Polkadot, as you can imagine, with the name Polka CIFI. Back in November, it was 9 cents, and at the moment, so we're just over half a cent. So it's on Gate and Pancake Swap. Let's say states on the screen there: a cross-chain Oracle focus tools, NFT privacy for businesses, community governance, multi-chain interoperability, and on-chain DeFi apps. Okay, now you scroll through. A lot of potential. I say the fact the market cap is so low. Again, you've got to put that in some sort of perspective when you're looking into it. But what is Polka CIFI? And it states there what it is. But it's also there you can see it again looks interesting. Was increase the reach of Web3 applications in blockchain economy via seamless integration to our project privately. Polka CIFI, when ready, will be fully community owned and decentralized. Again, that's great to see. Now, when you go for the actual products, what Polka CIFI's got: lending, staking, mining platform, trust, an ecosystem where you can lend, stake, mine, token, CPHR. So it's got its own usage there and genuine reason for it, So again, you've got to put that. And they basically want to bridge the gap between the off-chain, blockchain, decentralized application, and use obviously CPHR for that. Secure data collection for business, e-data. These are NFT secured specialized vaults. Business focused NFTs called BNFTs. BNFTs are a privacy enabled business document solution that can be privately minted, distributed, and collected. And also, BNFTs, they've got a trading platform for the business NFTs, the CIFI DEX. It'll be a privacy enabled, fully compatible DEX with EVM chains and are built on Polkadot. Okay, and also got the cross-chain stablecoin ecosystem for e-data, super stable. Again, we always look at the roadmap. We've got the first quarter and the second quarter. So this quarter, we're basically getting the CIFI DEX version 1.2, the mobile app, cross-chain support for BSC, business integrations. But the second quarter, the next version, the CIFI DEX and the mobile apps, and also cross-chain support for other EVM-based blockchain. Okay, so it's important to see. It's got there about the token. It's got a lot of information about it with sort of, the different use cases for it there, and there's a lot of information here, there truly is. But the bit that really stuck out for me now, I say, if we look at the negative, is the supply. What they've actually planned looks great for longevity, but when you look at the strategic investors and partners, it's huge with the amount of partners, investors they've got. See on the screen there, just Anchor alone, okay, and the Plutos network is great to see. All these other companies as well, okay. Also in the press a lot, it's all the news articles, but also I liked it's got a lot of team members, genuine with their LinkedIn profiles, and it's got a real decent team behind it as well. So okay, as well as the advisors. So it's certainly one to keep on your radar. As I say, only time will tell how it develops. Now, the next one really caught me interest was Citizen Finance, CIFI. The market, it thinks, about 4.5 million. Volume in the last 24 hours, 132,000. At the moment, it's approaching 151,000 supply out there out of a max supply of 500,000. Hence why we're at just under $29. Now, this had a crazy time back in November. Actually back in July, it was $1.23. In November, it was $382. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get anywhere near that, especially in this market. Many projects did have their all-time highs in October, November. But obviously, that was a crazy growth from July to November. Basically, 4 months to go from $1 to over nearly $400. Absolutely crazy. It's a multi-chain ecosystem powering what they're stating is the next generation NFT-based utilities in gaming as well as DeFi. Okay, now it's only on PancakeSwap at the moment. Now they've got many parts to it, and this is what I like about it. It's got different parts. Basically, got the meta lands, what they've got here, and it's like a decentralized metaverse game. It's another P2E, play to earn mechanism. So it's basically based on an island. It's got the game, and obviously that's where the token comes in use. So it's got that part of it. You scroll through, and you can see here, customize your character, join multiplayer battles. So it's something that's actually got the general usage. Okay, now you can see there, play to earn, repeat. So it's got some really interesting parts. Obviously got their own partnerships there. Mentioned Chainlink. Okay, so I really like that part of it. And when you actually go on their website now, next generation NFT based utilities, you can see that audited by Certic again, which is always great to see. States there what they're about, where you can play in-game assets as NFTs on Metalands. So that's the part of it, play to earn, the trade, create immersive content, earn reward and discounts in trading fee when you trade your NFT in yet another marketplace. We talk about marketplace a lot later, don't we? You can stake. You know, you can use and basically stake on use NFTs on decentralized pools to earn more CIFI. Use your NFTs as collateral to borrow funds from lending protocols. Platforms built for, you can see there, the gamers, the yield farmers, an amazing APY by staking in-game assets, community-driven and controlled platform, and artists convert artwork into digital collectibles. Multiple application ecosystem. Again, I think the Metalands is obviously a lovely part of it. You can see there the Citizen Finance News, where it talks about their DAO, but also Metalands, obviously their main part of their project. So it's another one where I say I'm surprised it's only on PancakeSwap, to be honest. I thought it would be more sort of centralised exchanges by now, but it's not. However, time will tell. But again, these are really low cap projects, and only time will tell if they succeed. You know, will they 10x, 100x? I don't know. I'm not saying they'll do anything like that. Time will tell. But these ones I like because they've got massive potential. Now, Polka City, I've mentioned briefly before. I've actually held my POLC for quite a while. It's got 76,500 watch lists. At the moment, the market cap is just 2.8 million, but volume in the last 24 hours is 4.6 million. Again, though, the supply is really low. There'll be 250 million of POLC out there eventually, but at the moment, we've only basically got 8.7 million, so not ideal in any sense of imagination, but at the moment, it's 34 cents. Back last July, it was 4 cents, but yet again in November, like many projects, its all-time high was $2.89. Okay, so again, it's audited by Certic, which is always great to see, and it's covered many parts of it. It's obviously with the name Polka City, you can manage it built on the Polkadot ecosystem. It's another NFT marketplace that aims to revolutionise what they always state on their big headlines, the ownership of virtual assets. But they basically want to build the world's first 3D and AR NFT platform that will be on multiple blockchains. Okay, now when you scroll through, you can see there what the Polka City game is, earn profits by owning virtual taxis, gas station services in this sort of imaginary city. That's what it's all about. So you can see there you play the game. I haven't joined the game yet or anything like that. Tokenomics, always talk about tokenomics. Now, obviously, we spoke about the fact there was such a limited supply out there, but as you can see here, the private sale, the pre-sales, we've got 25 million for the Uniswap liquidity and exchange listings, 200 million basically they talk about will be released, but 150 million POLC locked and 25 million released every 3 months. Okay, the team themselves have got 10 million, 6 months locked, 5-month release after the lock period, marketing 5 million POLC. So you can see they've got a plan to develop it as they release it. But once again, the most important part we always talk about is the roadmap. The first quarter, based there in addition to discos and art galleries, more PC NFTs. Polka City, you know, we talked about that city where you can own the gas stations, etc. We'll have an additional neighbouring city with skyscrapers and new assets to buy, where the POLC gets, you know, you can build NFTs, but also, you know, you obviously use your POLC to get into the city and buy stuff. That's what it's all about. And the second quarter, more to come. A new continent came out of nowhere. We discovered it and would be selling plots of land to inhabit. So they're constantly developing the game. Okay, but when you scroll back to it and you sort of look at the project itself, when you look at the market cap is so low, you can see where the potential is here, and the fact it's got so many people watching it. Again, it's a project I think has got potential. Okay, long-term potential. So you talk about Polka City itself. It does look an excellent game, I must admit. So I haven't joined it yet, but you can see there once you're on the screen, you lock your wallet into it. You can actually sort of see it as you own parts of it. You can sell as well. But it's something to keep your eye on. Now the next one is NFT WRLD, WRLD. At the moment, it's just basically 57 cents. In fact, its all-time high was last week when it was 62 cents. Back on basically New Year's Eve, literally New Year's Eve just gone, end of 2021, it was only 6 cents. It's had a rapid growth over the last 2 months, which was great to see. Now, it's an ERC20 token. Now, obviously, the WRLD is used for many parts of it, like they all do. They're basically, when you bring out these tokens, it's got to have a general usage. And obviously, most of it's used in the game. But when you go on all their different plans, you can see there. I love their website. You go on there, but it gives you to the links with the documents. So when you go through it, what is WRLD used for? Okay, primary medium exchange is the main medium exchange within the NFT world's ecosystem. In many NFT worlds, with necessary players to give world owners WRLD tokens in order to access the content to play the game. Obviously, play to earn. NFT worlds implement mechanisms for players to earn WRLD tokens by playing games in worlds. Okay, now future uses will always be the primary token within NFT world's ecosystem. It will be integrated with any future use cases for our platform. Now, what we talk about again is the distribution. Max supply will be 5 billion. Okay, now play to earn rewards is 50%. Team reserve 5. Claim 10% distribute to NFT world owners. Okay, now staking reserves is 35%. So you can see there where the token will sort of go. Now, we don't know, when you scroll back here, you can actually see it on CoinGecko here. The total supply they're saying is basically 243 million. We don't know the current circulating supply, okay? So again, to take the word how the token distribution works, but also, like with many of these, it's all about who will embrace the game, who used the WRLD token for its longevity. Now, as I said many times, the market is very saturated at the moment, so not all will succeed, but it all depends how they develop again. Obviously, the competition is absolutely rife at the moment. But when, again, we look at the roadmap, I find this always fascinating roadmap. You can see there, the roadmap 2.0 is going to be in April this year, but they're constantly developing games. Support for playable 3D NFT character partnerships, support for world owner created play to earn systems. So, with these projects, as I say, they're very, very low cap. High risk, though, they really are. But with POLC CIFI, CPHR, your CIFI, your Citizen Finance, WRLD, the NFT Worlds, Polka City, POLC, you've got some projects here which have all got great roadmaps, very low cap, got huge potential. Let's see how they develop. Now, one project that I mentioned on my Telegram group is a project called LUFFY. Would you believe? It's got 32,000 people on this watch list. Volume last 24 hours, 650 million. The supply is just basically trillions or quadrillions, literally. But when you go through the project, the ecosystem, it's got a huge community when you look on their social media. Okay, and you can see there again, 8 utilities combined into a single project. So this is their complete ecosystem. The NFT marketplace, like every project, Land of Kai, another play-to-earn game, Crypto Academy, where basically a crypto-related online academy students earn by learning. They've also got a DeFi multi-chain platform to buy crypto, stake and more. They've got Enemy Swap, the DEX, Multiverse Studio, and the LUFFY blockchain. Okay, now you scroll through about the project. It was launched August last year. Tokenomics, breakdown of the transaction fees, 3% rewards of each transaction gets automatically distributed to every holder, 2% liquidity, 2% burn, to decrease the supply. A smart contract burns tokens with every transaction. But I say it's a huge amount. But the roadmap, again, looks great. Let's see how they develop. I talked about this on the Telegram group. For me, it's got such a huge supply, even though they're doing a huge burn, and a lot of supply is already out there. To me, this is a project I'll be looking to basically take some profits. Okay, I'm not saying it's not going to do great. I'm sure it's got a lot of potential here, but this to me should be I'm hoping it'll be a great profit. But again, it all depends how the market goes, and as I say, the market is so saturated. So, but you look at their roadmap and the different phases and throughout the quarters of the year, and you can certainly see in the third and fourth quarter all the different potentials there. It talks about Multiverse Studio, major partnerships, Multiverse events. So I'll keep a very close eye on LUFFY. At the moment, I'm just thinking about some great profits, like as an investor type thing. However, if they sort of adhere to what they're saying on here, and also go back to the actual roadmap for the first 2 quarters, where 20 centralized exchange listings. Okay, there's a lot. It's cross-chain bridges as well. A website 2.0 as well as the marketplace. When you've got a community as big as LUFFY, which I've looked into, who knows where this could go? Okay, it's important to keep an eye on it. So time will tell. So there's quite a few projects we spoke about here. These are the ones. I probably will actually get myself some CPHR Polka CIFI, even though the supply is so low. I've got myself some Citizen Binance. Polka City I've held for quite a while. I'm going to get myself some WRLD tokens, and my LUFFY, I've already got some LUFFY on Gate.io. So time will tell. Thanks very much. Let me know your really low cap gems. I say all these are under 5 million, okay? $5 million under it. So time will tell. It's important we do an update in a few months to see how they're progressing. Time will tell. Obviously, a lot of it's geared how the market will go. It's been another quite savage weekend with a dump. So time will tell. Anyway, I want to help as usual. Email me, info@cryptostrain.com, all my social media links below. Don't hesitate to reach out. You want any help with anything? It'd be great to hear from you. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers now. Bye.